It's the Zealous and Chiller Sports Show in upstate New York, hosted by your boy Gills. We got Brittany B in the building.
What's up? What's up, y'all?
King Kid ain't here right now. He's on the sabbatical, as he stated. That boy hurt right now. But either way, we're gonna go right into it, like we always do. So we're gonna start with this week Super Bowl 53. My God. When I said that was the weakest game I ever seen, Britt.
Not my favorite Super Bowl.
Not
I fell
your
asleep
favorite?
4 times.
I mean, of the last 4 or 5 Super Bowls, that
Yeah.
junk was like
Well,
the trashes.
I don't know, because that one with Peyton Manning and the Seahawks, that was a bad one too. Where they
No,
lost
I mean, it was
42 to
exciting.
8.
At least you
No.
got 42 touchdowns.
Yeah, at least you got 42 points.
Right now, you got 1 touchdown
I guess
in
if
the
you
fourth quarter at that.
if you like defense, it was for you.
And it wasn't even defensive. It really wasn't. It really wasn't. But how do you feel about the overall game? And did Julian Edelman deserve that Super Bowl MVP?
I mean, it either goes to Julian Edelman or somebody on the defense. That's it. Tom Brady didn't have his best game. I mean, he got them down to the red zone, but he didn't have his best game.
Yeah.
Julian Edelman was all over the place, catching all types of balls.
10 catches.
So,
Right.
yeah,
10 catches
give it
for
to him.
131.
Yeah, give it to him.
I mean, personally, the game was trash, as we already stated. I mean, that was one of the worst games I've ever seen, especially Tom Brady. I mean, I feel like these weren't the 2 best teams representing the AFC and the NFC conference.
I agree.
Kansas City and the Rams would have been way better. New Orleans and the Patriots would have been way better. Or shit, we could have just went with New Orleans versus the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And that would have been even better. So I feel like this was the weakest Super Bowl that I've seen in my time. And when it comes to Julian Edelman deserving an MVP, I definitely don't understand how they could have gave it to Julian. I mean, he did equate to more than half of the total yards for the Patriots.
Yeah.
But still, what sealed the game? What really did it for them? First of all, that defense plays lights out.
Yeah, that
And then
defense played very well.
Stephon Gilmore.
Oh yeah, Stephon
closing the
Gilmore.
deal?
Yeah,
How
I
would
mean,
you not give it to him?
offense. It's so hard to win as a defensive player, and no matter what it is, no matter what sport it is, offense always shines, and they always give it to the offensive player, and he shined as offensive player.
But I mean, if I'm gonna give it to anybody though, I'm gonna give it to Sonny Mitchell. He did have the only touchdown in the game.
He did.
I mean, if it wasn't him scoring, it would have been over.
Yeah.
But who you gonna give it to, Brett, or you think he was?
I'll give it to Julian Edelman.
You giving it to Julian?
Yeah,
still?
I mean, he had 100 and half their yards, okay? And without them yards, they don't score no points. They don't get in field goal range. They don't win the Super Bowl. So I'm giving it to, I guess.
All right. Well, as
Boring, yawn.
as we stated, right, that whole topic, as we stated, all right, you know what I'm saying? The Chiefs had a great shot. They were 1 interception away. They were 1 pre-snap penalty away from representing the AFC.
Oh, that was so sad.
Wasn't it?
The AFC and NFC game, the championships was so much better than the Super Bowl.
It was.
So
I mean,
much better.
right now,
Both went in overtime.
not even that, but we'll go to the regular season. And it was at least 3
Super Bowl
way
was
better
terrible,
games. It was 3 Super Bowls this
yeah,
season, I'll say, at
yeah.
least. Because the Chiefs versus the Patriots, the Rams versus the Chiefs, when they
Yeah.
scored 85 points.
Dallas versus Saints.
We ain't
Put it
gonna
in
go
there.
there.
Gotta put it in there. Stop that streak.
No, that was, I mean, what you talking about when the Saints scored 7? That was like
No, they
another
scored
Super
3,
Bowl.
I think. But it was a good game.
It was terrible.
We stopped it. That was a good game. Don't do that.
It was a cowgirl fan. And shout out to Chris Richard, too. I know he's still looking for a job. But
Yeah.
I hear
No,
Jason
he's
Garrett-
still there.
We got a head coaching gig. I
Yeah.
heard Jason Garrett might be getting fired next year.
Yeah, he don't got it in the extension. They didn't give it to him, which I'm
Hopefully.
happy. I think they said they're gonna go after Sean Payton because his contract's almost up in
He
Seattle.
doesn't. I don't think he leaves.
If Drew Brees retires,
Don't be surprised if they draft a nice young quarterback.
okay.
And they still got Bridgewater on the bench.
that's true. They still got Teddy.
But I'm gonna give it to Chris Richard in that, and I'm just keep an eye out. Season early, keep an eye out.
Keep
for
an
that.
eye out on him.
But we're gonna go right into the Kansas City Chiefs now. Chiefs just got named the MVP.
Patrick Mahomes, he deserved it.
Right, Pat Mahomes. He the Chiefs quarterback, starting quarterback, 23 years old.
50 touchdowns.
About to get a 50 touchdowns. About to get a $200 million contract.
200 mil, and he just signed to Adidas.
So how important is Mahomes to the league right now?
Oh, very. He's a fresh face. He's new. He's young. He's
black.
half black.
Right,
Like
right.
I love it. I love Patrick Mahomes. He's different. I just seen him hooping and crossing
though.
over. I like Patrick Mahomes.
Obviously
Yeah.
goofy with the ball, but
Yeah.
he scored though.
I like Patrick Mahomes.
All right. So where do you think he ranks right now as far as the league's best? Is he at that number 1 spot, or I mean, will you give it to Tom Brady?
He's played 1 season. I'm not gonna give him
started
the best.
1 season.
He'll started 1 season. Yeah, he only played 1 season. He didn't start.
Brittany, he's been in the league
He's
for
been
the
in the
last
league
2
2
years.
seasons,
going
but
on
he
his
played
third
1
season.
season.
So he played.
He
one
had a
season.
great rookie year, or great starting year,
Okay.
and Yeah, he's a top 10 quarterback. I'm not giving him nothing higher than that. I mean, getting an MVP in your first year, that's something crazy.
50 touchdowns.
50 touchdowns, something crazy. But I got to see it again. It's 1 year. What's his name? Had a good year too. Redskins, RG3. So I got to see it again. You know,
wow. Yeah,
he had a good first year, so I got to see it again.
They did it different ways though. You know,
they did it different
Robert
ways.
was on the ground.
Different ways.
Mahomes airing it out for real.
I like it.
But yeah, I have to agree with you right there with Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like they definitely gonna be the best in the league right now. Now, when it comes to, because today is the NBA trade deadline day.
Mm-hmm.
It's Thursday, February 7th. Well, it's not 3 o'clock.
February, yeah, 7.
But it's past that. But check it. We have a live interview from our boy, Chris Broussard. We're going to play it for y'all right now. Then we're going to get into this NBA talk because right now, Super Bowl over. It's about to get nitty gritty. It's Brittany's favorite, y'all. She love her some basketball. So let's get into this Chris Broussard interview. It's your boy Gills, and we got Mr. Chris Broussard in the building. What's up, Chris?
What's happening, man? How are you?
Good, man. So check it, man. You know, it's a lot going on in the NBA right now. Anthony Davis trades, and you know we got a chance to talk about the Kyrie Irving thing. And right now, I'm gonna throw this question at you. With the Lakers right now, with Magic Johnson, Rob Pelinka, do you feel like they're gonna have a chance to win a championship in this 4-year window?
I mean, yeah, it depends on who they get. Yeah, if they get Anthony Davis, of course. If they get Kyrie Irving, of course. They get another big-time free agent, a Klay Thompson or somebody like that to go with LeBron, of course. But if they don't, if it's just LeBron and this group that they have right now, the chances would be very slim that they could win a championship.
So I guess the question is, from your insight and your experience, you're in the locker rooms, you know these people. Do you think LeBron and they got the clout to do it? Are they going to get it done?
Look, they need New Orleans to cooperate. It's not all everybody talking about if Magic don't get it done, he's failed. He can't just snap his fingers and get Anthony Davis.
That's true.
They have Rich Paul, who's LeBron's agent, of course, Anthony Davis's agent. And so, you know, that would seem to be a plus and advantage for the Lakers. But the fact of the matter is New Orleans has to send him to L.A. He can't come this summer as a free agent. And Boston would seem to be able to put together a better package. The New York Knicks might have the first pick or second pick in the draft. So that's why I don't see it getting done before the trade deadline, which is a week away. Because if I'm New Orleans would be absolutely idiotic to trade him before the deadline, and certainly to the Lakers, unless there's some type of 3-team trade the Lakers orchestrate where they get a bona fide superstar or star in New Orleans in the trade. Outside of that, you got to wait to see what Boston can put on the table when they can be involved in the summer, and you need to wait to see if the Knicks, what their draft pick is, and you know, are they willing to give up a 1 or 2 pick if they get it for Anthony Davis?
And we talked about this before with the Kyrie Irving. You know, with rumored trickles around that he might not re-sign. He wants to sign, play with. He's willing to play with LA with LeBron, and you're getting all this basically.
Yeah, I don't think people need to cool out with the wants to go back to play with LeBron. This is the bottom line. What 3 weeks ago wasn't even a remote possibility is now within the realm of possibility. That's what it is. And Kyrie has to decide, okay, do I want to lead my own team? Because leading my own team means taking care of the locker room, making sure the egos are in check, making sure the chemistry is right, making sure everybody's on the right page, dealing with the emotionals, the mentalities of all the players. Or do I just want to do what I did in Cleveland and just go ball? Let LeBron or somebody else handle all that. I'm just the sniper. I come in the ball. If he wants to do the latter, then maybe he will go back to LA and play, or to LA and play with LeBron.
Gotcha.
If he wants to do the former and be a real leader, which it looks like he is embracing, he would stay in Boston or maybe go to New York or
Can he
Brooklyn
do that with
like
Anthony Davis on the roster?
Yeah.
He can still be that guy.
Davis, does he look like a leader in New Orleans to you?
He doesn't.
I mean, that's the thing. Anthony Davis, now maybe he can grow into that. But right now, you got to also put some of the problems in New Orleans on Anthony Davis. I know they have organizational challenges. I know they've had injuries and all that. But if you're a top 5 player in the league, you have to be able to get that team to play a little bit better than they have.
I got you.
And especially with the talent. They do have some talent there. Now maybe he's one of those guys that's just a phenomenal player, but he's not the leader, the number one guy mentally and emotionally, and that's fine.
Awesome.
And that would be where he'd be a great fit with a LeBron James, because LeBron will be the leader, or a Kyrie Irving.
With the trade deadline looming, I mean, we're 8 days away. We're very close. Now, how's it going to be looking? What's a major move that you see in the NBA coming up?
I mean, other than AD, Philadelphia, what do they do with Jimmy Butler? They have to figure out, if they already haven't, is he a guy we're going to keep?
Right.
Because there's rumblings. I've talked to people up there, and the same issues he had in Chicago and Minnesota seems like he's having in Philadelphia. So are they going to give him a 5-year, $190 million deal and have that in your locker room with Jimmy or with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid? So if they decide, no, we don't want to have that around, then maybe they trade him before the deadline. So
possibility.
Stuff to watch out for.
And we out here for Super Bowl weekend. I appreciate you stepping your time out with me. So I need a pick from you.
Yeah,
this weekend.
I got the Patriots, man. I pick winners.
Okay, I like that. We got Christmas time here.
I bring fact. I don't bring feelings to a fact fight.
Hey, Chris, I need you to tell them who you are and that you.
All right, good looking, yo, Chris Broussard with some great words, wise words, man. That man knows his basketball. When he talks about Anthony Davis, he talks about LeBron James, talks about Kyrie Irving. So just check him out, man. Fox Sports. And Chris, shout out to you, man, for doing that great interview. But we gonna go right into it. Anthony Davis rumors.
It's been a crazy, hectic, 9 days since he demanded his trade in the middle of the season.
Since Rich Paul and Clutch Sports demanded that trade.
Yeah, Rich Paul and Clutch Sports demanded a trade publicly in the middle of the season.
All right, so I want to know all this demanding. You know what I'm saying? We've never seen anything like this to this extent. So how do you feel about LeBron James and Rich Paul right now, and how they handling the NBA? Basically, got him on purpose.
Listen. LeBron James is the most passive-aggressive NBA player that has ever played the game. He knows how to have the players on his side. While he in the background.
Does he
texting
really?
magic. I mean, he tries. I don't know.
That was a bad loss.
They did what they tried to get Anthony Davis, and they pulled all the stops. They got him to demand a trade. There's a reason why the Pelicans did not want Rich Paul to represent Anthony Davis, and this is why. Collusion, as my boy Charles Barkley said. It was a lot of colluding going on. I think a lot of players and GMs and agents got real mixy together doing things, and the social media don't make it no better. Social media makes it worse because we see anybody reporting, the Lakers just offer 12 players and a bench, and you got these kids at home watching them on TV, like Kyle Kuzma, like, dang, y'all gonna trade us? We play together for 2. Y'all ain't gonna give us no. Exactly. I mean, but it's Anthony Davis.
Drafted by the team and everything. But to be honest, when it comes to Rich Paul, Maverick Carter, LeBron James, Rob Pelinka, as a Lakers fan, Rob Pelinka and Magic Johnson, I'm appalled and disgusted.
Because they didn't get it done?
Ask me why.
Why?
I'm appalled and disgusted because LeBron James is supposed to be a GOAT of this generation, but yet, like you say, very passive-aggressive. He cries and cries and won't even play. He went to the extent of not even playing. He's sitting out the game just to sit and watch to see who he's going to trade.
Yeah.
Now, it's one thing to demand a great player. It's one thing to leave your home city. But then when you go to the Lakers and then you're demanding Anthony Davis to play with you, it's just it's disgusting, in my opinion.
I mean, I just don't understand what trading your young guys away and signing Anthony Davis this year in the middle of the year is going to do. You're still not better than Golden State Warriors, not this year at least. I mean, it is enticing to free agents in the summertime, which is very true. You got a lot of big free agents. 2019 is a huge free agency pool. You got some really good max players out there, but I didn't like it. It just felt sneaky. Like, it felt like they were doing something wrong, which they might not have been doing anything wrong, but it just didn't feel right.
I agree with you. It's too premature.
Yeah.
It was too premature to make the move. I'm all wet going after Anthony Davis. And even this season, don't get me wrong, I feel like I know why they went after him this season. You have to go after him this season because if you don't, how many players have already told us they're not playing with LeBron James?
Yeah.
We've heard it out of KD's mouth.
Yeah.
We heard it out of Kyrie's mouth.
Yeah.
We heard it out of Jimmy Butler's mouth. We heard it out of Kawhi's mouth. That's half of the free agency class right now. That's definitely the top 5 of it.
Yeah.
So now you mean to tell me that you're going into the summer of 2020?
Yeah.
No, the summer of 2019.
Yeah.
With LeBron James and a bunch of decent young role players with nobody else.
Yeah.
When you have different markets making moves, clearing cap space.
A lot of
like
market
the Clippers,
clearing. The Clippers got a lot of cap
The
space.
Nets.
The Nets. The Knicks.
the Golden State, they can still re-sign their
Yeah.
players. So I mean, the thing is this: you have to make the move. You have to at least go after Anthony Davis. It's a must.
It's a must.
But I don't like how they did it.
I don't like how they did it. I felt like it was they didn't keep it in house. Like if Anthony Davis felt like he wanted to trade, he could have went to his on the same way that KP did. I don't like the direction that the organization is going in. I think I did everything I could do for this organization. I want to trade. Mm-hmm. And if it would have been a whole lot quieter and they would have got it done, the Lakers would have traded it over probably Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and a couple picks, and Anthony Davis would have been there. But because y'all made it so public, it's kind of like it put them on the spot. Like you got all the owners. Don't do that. Don't give in to LeBron James and Rich Paul, because that's who they feel like. They feel like it's LeBron James and Rich Paul. They don't feel like a player should have that much power.
So can we real quick go into these Lakers trade requests that they was demanding, and I wrote a couple down right now. Well, the last trade request that's been said, which was the Godfather trade, was Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart, Ivan Zubac, who just got traded, so you can watch that, and 2 first-round picks.
That's just so much for a player who ain't never played a healthy season. I'm sorry to say it. Sorry, Anthony Davis, you good, but you ain't never played a full 82 season not one time. You missing games after games.
I honestly think if I'm in Dell Demp's shoes, I'm declining that trade in a heartbeat, just because when you look at the teams, trading for AD, and you look at what you could potentially get,
you can wait till the summertime.
That Lakers offer ain't shit.
Yeah,
it's nothing
compared to what you can get from
Boston Celtics. They were still in the mix, like you said. They were very quiet, very sneaky, but they already offered Tatum, Smart, Horford, plus 3 first-round picks.
But they didn't really offer that because they can't do anything. Because Anthony Davis, the reason why Boston is in the trades is because Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving can't play on the same team right now because of the Rose rule.
They didn't offer.
So they can't play together, but
they told him this is what you're going to be
in
passing
the summertime,
up.
This is probably what we are going to offer you.
And if you're on paper, I'm taking that in a heartbeat.
Oh, 3 first-round picks.
Which are lottery picks at
Marcus Smart, I'm not a huge Marcus Smart fan, but he does and put him with LeBron James.
He's a starter.
Not with LeBron James, but Anthony. Well, no, they traded him.
Kyrie
to New Orleans, so he would do good in New Orleans. Yeah. But Kyrie, AD.
I mean, that's the problem.
And I feel like the problem with Anthony Davis is I don't feel like he wants to be a Laker. I feel like he wants to win. I feel like he's the same thing with Paul George. I feel like he's tired of losing. If you take him to Boston and they go to the finals, you think he's gonna leave that team? He ain't going to leave that team for a team where he's in the finals. He's not going to leave that. Kyrie, AD, and Gordon Hayward couldn't win the finals. He going to leave?
I mean, I don't think he would leave that situation either.
Why would you leave that situation? Why would you leave the East?
But I don't even think it's in his hands. I don't think it's in his hands to leave it.
Yeah.
Because like Chris Broussard eloquated in his interview, he said Anthony Davis is not a leader.
Yeah,
Kyrie
I agree.
Irving is a leader.
I agree. Anthony Davis is not a leader. I agree.
So I don't believe that I feel like he's more of a follower. So once Kyrie flings, which I know he's going to.
So you think Kyrie's out of Boston?
Kyrie Irving is gone. He's a New Jersey native. He's gone.
He's gone.
He's going to play it out the best way he can right now. The Celtics are just too deep.
Yeah.
The Celtics are too deep.
They got a lot of guards. They got a lot of talent, and it's not like they don't have Terry Rozier.
Marcus Smart could even run the point.
Yeah.
He get drafted as a point guard out of Oklahoma. My thing is this. Kyrie Irving's trying to get paid.
Yeah.
I don't think the Celtics have enough to pay him.
Okay. I mean, they could pay him his max, which his max is probably what? 180 million, probably somewhere around there.
I don't see it getting done. You got too many other pieces. You got Terry Rozier. Right?
I see Kyrie going to the Knicks. I see him going to the Knicks, max contract. They'll get a 1 through 3 pick. They're probably gonna. The league is rigged. They're probably gonna get the first pick. They're probably gonna get Zion.
But which is why I don't see, even if you do trade AD.
Yeah.
He's not gonna resign.
He's not gonna resign. So who do you think
You gotta give him the Lakers, which right now that's what they were. That's what Rich Paul and LeBron tried to finesse.
Yeah.
They tried to put the foot on your neck and say, "Listen, this is what's going to happen.
We're going to the Lakers no
We're
matter
going
what.
to the Lakers."
Yeah.
But then what he's going to lose out is, I think ultimately Anthony Davis ends up a New York Knick.
Okay, a New York Knicks.
It's set in stone. It's gonna be.
So they trade that pick.
This is the trade proposal that I have. After the summer 2020,
Okay.
you will have Dennis Smith Jr.
Yes.
who's a way better prospect than Lonzo.
You have Dennis Smith
so you
Jr.
wait on that.
Mhm.
You got Kevin Knox.
Kevin Knox.
For you got Lance Thomas, who's gonna be expiring contract, so that frees you up some cap space. You got Frank, the dude from France, Frank Nicola.
Oh, Frank Nicola.
Who's a good backup.
Yeah.
You give him 2 first-round picks, and with one of those being the number 1 overall pick, Zion,
Yeah.
you got that boatload of assets.
But do the Knicks trade Zion?
You have to.
I don't trade Zion. Do you know how much money Zion's gonna bring to your market?
I'm gonna take Britt. Let me just give you this example right here. Kyrie Irving. I'm gonna take you back to Cleveland. Kyrie Irving, right?
Mm-hmm.
LeBron James, right? And what's his name?
Tristan
Toronto.
Thompson?
Nope.
Oh.
From Toronto. Number 1 pick. Not Bennett, the one who plays in Minnesota right now.
Oh, Andrew Wiggins.
Right. They had a chance to have those greats with the number 1 pick.
That's true.
You know what they did? They traded him for
With
Kevin Love,
Yeah,
a more
that's true.
experienced person. As great as Zion is, and don't get me wrong, he's going to be way better than old dude from Minnesota, in my opinion. But you have to do that for the simple fact that with Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, as you just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And now you can add KD or Kawhi or Jimmy Butler. You have to trade him. You have to trade Zion.
You have to trade Zion. This is somebody they're calling a once in a generation, the best prospect. Scottie Pippen said since Michael Jordan. So do you trade that? Do you?
Well, check it. You can keep Zion.
I think if the Knicks don't get the number 1 pick, they trade it. I think if the Knicks get the number 1 pick, I don't see them trading.
So you're risking Anthony Davis. You're saying I'm good with AD.
I'm good with
Give
AD.
me
If I can get Kyrie, KD, and Zion, I got Kyrie, KD, and Zion.
I think you're underestimating the prime. And right now,
Anthony's what? T25.
He's 25 years old. He's just entering the prime of his career. He has another 7 years of elite basketball.
That's true.
Elite basketball.
But is he going to stay healthy?
Growing on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball.
Is he going to stay healthy?
His health is not going to be a factor right now. He's played a lot of minutes, had a lot of people to lean on.
Yeah.
You have. I mean, the minutes aren't a problem in Golden State. Minutes are not a problem.
That is true.
Minutes to go around. That's just how it goes when you have talent of that caliber on the team. Anthony Davis, wherever he goes, the Knicks, the Lakers, he's going to be a problem. My point, period.
I mean, it's honestly a win-win situation for the Knicks. The Knicks and the Clippers probably will have the best summers out of all the franchises. They got the most money. And Kevin Durant already said this contract, he looking for money. I want to get paid. And, he said I done took enough pay cuts. If they win this year, that's 3 chips. If you're probably gonna win MVP, that's 3 MVPs. I see Kevin Durant. I just feel like he knows what New York would do for his legacy. If he goes to New York, he can rebuild his whole brand. They will love him again, especially if he get New York to the playoffs and then you get the New York Knicks to the Eastern Conference Finals. You get Knicks to the finals, and if you win the New York Knicks a championship, who ain't win a championship since 1970, what?
You talking 73?
73? Phil Jackson.
You're talking.
You changed your whole I bet you won't never be called a snake no more.
Not at all. You go to that market. Taking that over.
That's worth $4 billion. Bad as the Knicks have been, they are still worth the most in the NBA. $400 billion.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that note. I really feel like I like how you say he could change his whole dynamic of his career.
Yes, they will love him again. He will bring New York Knicks basketball again.
Knicks jersey right now.
I think
dropping 50.
I love it. I would love to see it
in the Garden
over there. I see you.
Oh my God, that's a beautiful.
Yeah,
I think we need the city of New York, the state of New York. We need KD.
Yeah,
we need KD in the New York Knicks jersey.
Yeah,
we're gonna go into some great trades today, man. Great trades. Another topic we wanted to discuss. Tobias Harris.
I love it. I love what the Clippers did.
Going to
yes,
Phoenix,
I love it.
Going to 76ers.
Going to 76ers. I love it.
is that
What
looking
makes
right now?
me so happy about this trade is the Clippers know what they had in Tobias Harris, but they know that he just doesn't fit their plan to tank because he's too good. They're not going to be able to tank. Well, they don't really want to tank. They just want to miss the playoffs so there's a pick, and they only get it if they miss the playoffs.
Gotcha.
And Tobias Harris, you're not going to miss you're not. They'll probably be the AC, and that's not good enough.
They're
That's
in
not
the
what they
AC
want.
right now.
And what they did
It's
is
good enough,
This good enough,
but it's not good enough.
not to get swept
Exactly.
by Golden State or
Yeah.
Nuggets, whoever ended up with the first seed. But what I like is they traded him to a contender. They didn't go trade him to Phoenix.
Right.
They traded him to a contender, and then they brought his boy with him that always get traded by.
Right.
I love it. I love what the Clippers did. They did it low. It wasn't all in the media.
Right,
We didn't know
right,
about
right.
it. It happened at like 11 o'clock at night. I woke up the next morning like Tobias Harris got traded to the.
See,
And he make Philly a real threat.
exactly on account of that, I love what the Clippers did. I more so love with the 76ers.
Elton Brand,
what
shout
Philly
out
did.
to Elton
He made
Elton
that
Brand.
move.
He doing a good job.
The whole season, what have they been saying that they've been lacking?
Yeah. A
Shooting,
shooter.
Defense. Tobias Harris is averaging 2 threes a game.
And
right
I think
now.
shooting
Shooting
like
47%.
Yeah.
Not only that, but he's shooting 50% from the field.
Yeah, he's having a great. If he was in the East, he probably would have made All-Star. If he was in the East prior
very
to.
much so. So now you got the sniper lineup with that
I like
2 and 3. Now you got Tobias and
then they
Jimmy.
got some good pieces off the bench.
Off the
They went got Jonathan Simmons from the Magic off the bench.
Great moves.
They
They
made
done
some
got
good
rid
moves.
of Markel
Fultz.
Fultz. Get that out. Get that. You know what I'm
Get
saying?
Markel
Out of the
Fultz
locker room.
going, and that's good for Markel Fultz. Get him a
Good
fresh
for him.
start
You know
somewhere,
what I'm saying?
Orlando.
I like that
No real expectations for them. Nobody's expecting for the Magic to do anything anytime soon.
love
I
that
like
move.
it.
But where are we gonna rank Philly right now as far as contention in the East?
They top 3 in the East. Top 3, top 4. I don't think the top 4 changes. I think the top 4 still stays Milwaukee, Toronto, and then I think it's the Celtics and the Sixers.
I'm gonna be completely.
I gotta see it. I can't rank them and not see them.
I understand the fit, but right now, who did they have starting right there?
They got Jimmy in.
No. Before they acquired Tobias Harris, who did they have starting right next to?
It was who? It was
don't-
Giannis. It was Embiid.
It was real forgettable. It was real forgettable.
It was Embiid.
Now you add a 26-year-old, and you talk about his inclusion.
Yeah.
He's been in the league for
I love
8
Tyson.
years.
He's a great pickup.
He's played on 5 teams.
He's a great pickup.
He's just got to the Clippers and still averaged 20.
He's a great pickup. I like it.
I'm just saying,
It's funny.
the integration. I feel like with that talent, Tobias Harris,
Yeah.
it's just what they needed. Now you have 4 legit All-Stars and a reserve. Well, not a reserve, but your 5th player is one of the best shooters in the league.
And I like the fact that they got Tobias Harris just in case Jimmy Butler leaves. Because, he's going to be a free agent.
I think they keep him all. Don't get me wrong.
Now they got to, because they say over the summer they're going to try to get both, but just in case he
But we're
leaves.
talking about this year,
This year.
and I'm going to make a bold statement, as my boy Cater would say, and I'm going to say this. The Philadelphia 76ers, I keep on trying to say Phoenix, the Philadelphia 76ers are going to the finals.
No. They got to get past Kawhi.
They're going to the finals.
No.
And you know why they're going to the finals? Because they're the youngest. They have the best shooting. They have the best total package. They have the best total package out of all the teams in the East.
You think so?
I do.
They
It's
probably got the best starting 5, maybe, but the best total package.
the best total pack. They have the toughness.
What about the Bucks?
I'm not sold on the Bucks.
Listen.
Even with the move, because they just acquired Mirotic.
Yes, I like that move.
That
And
was a
then
great
Toronto
pickup.
go get Marc Gasol. That's the great move.
Marc Gasol is very old.
Marc Gasol is not very old. He's 33.
Marc Gasol that's old for a center
33. And he
in
averaged,
Memphis.
He averaged 16 and 8.
Look at the
16
style
and 9.
of play. That's a lot of grind. That's a lot of wear and tear on your body. He played for Memphis for his whole career.
Yes, and he's number 1 in about everything. Literally,
Listen.
Bright might go down as Memphis' best player.
Number 1 in miles too.
Yeah.
So now
I
you
like
come.
the
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think he stays in Toronto. I think that's a great piece to try and keep Kawhi too. But I don't feel like they have enough assets.
I wish they would have traded Kyle Lowry. Everybody knows I'm not the hugest Kyle Lowry fan.
They should have got them both.
They tried to go after Mike Conley, and I think Mike Conley and Marc Gasol with Kawhi Leonard would have been great.
I
But
just
they
don't
didn't.
think
They
it would have been number 1 in the East talk.
They number 2. I gotta see it together. I gotta see everybody.
And I'm not sold on Milwaukee.
They the number 1 seed. They the first
That's
team to
nothing.
40.
Toronto was number 1 last year. Got swept in the
That's
second
true.
round.
So
I have to
that's
see
true.
more.
That's
Their
true.
best player can't even shoot. I'm just
I mean, he's improving though. I watched Giannis yesterday.
We'll
He
have
looked
to
real
see.
good. I called him overrated earlier this season. He's
We'll
proving
have
me
to see.
wrong.
But is there any other shakeups that happened that you were just like sold on, or something that you saw that
No,
you
I
were
didn't
just mesmerized?
I didn't understand the Bulls straight. I really
Mhm.
like Bobby Portis. I'm really sad that he left. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah, that was bad.
but I don't know if the Bulls see Otto Porter as part of
Mhm.
our future.
That was kind of
I don't know. It was just
I
kind
ain't
of
really-
strange for me. I didn't
was
understand
kinda strange.
it. I didn't understand it.
I do agree. But to me, I love the Harrison Barnes move. But what I feel like was really gonna be eye opening is the fact that the Lakers trading Ivan Zubac and
Oh
and
yeah,
Michael
y'all better
Beasley
get Melo.
to open up that roster. I don't see how that.
I don't know if it's gonna be Melo because they said they're gonna look at all the prospects, but I think
it's
gonna
be Melo, but I don't think that's gonna be tough to integrate. You already made a division, LeBron, with
Yeah.
young versus old. Now you bringing your old homeboy
Yeah.
in the locker room. So now you just as distant as you was before.
But I don't know something. But Melo is a different type of player because Melo's cool. Melo is
Very cool.
and I think he will connect better with the younger
I
guys
don't see
than
it.
I think
He is
will.
definitely an OG in the locker room.
He's kind of like Rondo. No, like I mean, like personality wise. Like I feel like they might connect with him. You know, he's gonna be coming off the bench. He ain't gonna be starting. That's who he gonna be playing with. You got to get close to the people you're playing with.
And then you already got Lonzo who and LeVar who are not happy in the position that you're in.
They should have traded Lonzo. Then.
They're not happy in the position that
Then they
you're
should've traded
in.
him.
They definitely should have. So now you got the old versus the young, and I feel like Melo just being brought in that locker room was not going to be good for their chances at making the playoffs.
Yeah, they
I take it back to Harrison Barnes.
They 500.
Right now they're 27-27. I take it back to Harrison Barnes, and you got Sacramento on they're the 9th seed, looking to be the 8th seed.
That was a good pick.
And now you got the Lakers at the 9th seed, and I don't think that move. I think right now they did the worst thing they could have done.
Really?
I really do. I don't feel like that team's gonna make the playoffs. And I'm gonna say it like this: another bold statement. As I'm gonna say, they're not gonna make the playoffs.
So your boy's not making the playoffs.
Quote me here right now on Zeal Talk.
How y'all feel about that?
February
You said the Lakers ain't
7th.
making the playoffs.
Quote me now, but I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see. Got to see how they play soon. They about to play right
They're
now.
gonna play soon, and what we really want to get into because it's All-Star Weekend too, and I think
All-Star
we got some
Weekend.
guests. I think Zeal Talk gonna be in the building if I'm not
yes,
mistaken,
I
right?
definitely will be in the building for All-Star Weekend.
Okay.
Yes.
Because we everywhere sports related. So as a little, fun thing we're gonna do is we just saw the live draft.
Okay.
We got Team Giannis.
I gotta be Team Giannis. All right, cool.
We got Team LeBron.
All right.
Hey, we sharing that.
Okay.
And I want y'all to vote in the comments right on our YouTube page. And follow us on Instagram, the Zeal Life Lifestyle on Instagram. But on our YouTube page, I need y'all to comment and see which team is gonna win.
Okay.
And with LeBron, Team Bron in the number 1 pick.
How you get a number 1 pick?
Cause on Team Bron.
Alright.
And I'm the Zillist and the Chillest. Nah, I'm just playing. But how I'm getting the number 1 pick, who I'm gonna go with?
Who you gonna go with?
You gotta pick the starters first.
All right.
I'm gonna go with, and if my IT, you got a pen? I'm gonna have to go with Team LeBron. I'm gonna go with KD.
You gonna go with KD?
Got you another one?
Right.
I'll write the team down.
So you going with KD? I'm gonna go with.
I'm going with KD.
Oh, y'all already know who I'm going with. I'm going with Kawhi. I'm taking Kawhi.
You going with Kawhi?
You know it. I'm taking Kawhi.
Man, all right. So I'm gonna have to go Steph Curry.
You going Steph Curry? All right.
Got Kawhi.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm going Joel Embiid.
I think I'm gonna have to go with. Yep. I'm gonna go with Kyrie.
You going Kyrie? All right, so I'm gonna go with Paul George.
I'm gonna go with Harden.
You going Harden?
So you
I
gotta
gotta leave
get
me with
Kemba,
Kemba.
but then you get the first pick in the roster pool too.
So my starting 5 is Kawhi, Giannis, because I'm Giannis, Embiid, Paul George, and Kemba Walker.
And you think that's gonna be better than my starting 5? I got Steph, Kyrie, James Harden,
All guards.
LeBron, and KD.
Got all guards. I got.
Oh my God, I got shooting galore.
got
I like yours. All right, now go ahead. Who gonna guard my guards though?
right.
That's what I want to know. You gonna be dancing all over y'all.
Anthony Davis.
Woo! Heavy hitter right after the
Mhm.
jump. I'm gonna have to go with. Let's see my roster real quick. Sheesh, you did get a lot of heavy hitters. Right. Yep, you know what? Yeah. I'm going Clay.
You gonna play?
Yep.
So you got all the Golden State Warriors on one team.
Plus
Team
LeBron
LeBron.
and Harden. Come on now.
I am gonna go.
That's not a bad pick.
Jokic.
Jokic, huh?
Jokic.
See, all right, I think I got enough shooting. So, I think I'm going to have to go with, I think my boy's still going to be there. So, you know what, Brett? Out of spite, I'm going to go with Dame.
Dang, that was my
I'm
next
going
pick.
with Dame off
I
the
ain't even gonna
bench.
lie. He took my boy, but it's all right.
I got Dame.
All right.
My team about to be crazy.
All right. I am going with. I'm going to go with the first timer. I'm going to go with D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, early.
Yeah.
Early. D-Lo early. All right, well, I do need some rebounding. And all my boy is going to do is rebound. So, Nikola Vucevic,
You going
you're going to be my starting center first off the bench. That's my sixth man right there.
All right. I am going to go with. I'm going with Ben Simmons.
Where you going to play him? You running point for you? You know what?
Jokic.
I'm going to take your boy. Giannis. And keep the team out shooting. We about to shoot y'all out the gym with Chris
You
Middleton.
about to get kids. Okay.
And he got sticky too.
All right. My turn in the draft. So we drafting right now. We doing our own draft. Right now I done drafted Kawhi. I drafted Embiid, Paul George, Kemba Walker, AD, Jokic, D'Lo, and Simmons. It's my pick now. And I'm going with Russell Westbrook. This team finished crazy. This team finna annihilate.
Not at all.
I'm going with Russ.
It ain't even gonna be no game in the fourth quarter. We're gonna drop so many threes on y'all. We draining them. It ain't even gonna be no game. By the time y'all play defense, the game gonna be over.
Okay.
Okay, you got Russ. Let me just go ahead and get another backup center. Let me go with my man's Carl Anthony Towns.
You going Cat?
Gotta do it.
Cat. I'm going with Blake.
And then you know what? I need some. I got all the guards, but I need somebody who can play defense on the guard level because all my guards probably don't play D other than Kyrie. Dame play a little bit, so I gotta get my man's Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry.
Gotta go with my boy Lowry. You got Blake, right?
That left me leave me with the Marcus Aldridge. I got LA. It's cool. I got LA.
Shit, and I say Bradley Bill. Miss my boy Brad. Then we gotta give it to our vets though.
So I'm going Wade.
Wow, you gonna take my boy?
I'm taking Wade. Unless you try to do a trade.
We might have to. But then my boy,
trade Wade for
my boy Dirk. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to trade Wade for Dame.
For Dame, I might need. Dame, I can't do. I might need AD.
Nah, you ain't getting AD for Dame.
All
right, so this
or
our final
PG.
pick.
I might get PG for
Nah,
Dame.
I think I'm good. So let's talk about these picks. So tell everybody what your team looking like.
Hey, yo, listen, man. I got KD, Steph Curry, Kyrie, Harden, Klay Thompson, Dame Lillard, Chris Middleton, Kyle Lowry, Bradley Beal. In my backcourt, I got Vucevic, Carl Anthony Towns, Dirk, and of course me, LeBron James.
Okay. And I got, of course, Giannis. I'm Giannis. I got Kawhi, Embiid, Paul George, Kemba Walker. That's just the starters. The reserves, that's when it get crazy. Anthony Davis, Jokic, D'Lo, Simmons, Russ, Blake, LA, Wade, Team Giannis is winning this. It's not like the real one because Team Bron for real.
It's the Zillas and Chillers. And if you want to say, put in the comments who y'all think you're going to win. We're going to find out next Sunday.
Okay.
Also next Sunday, right?
Next Sunday.
And yeah, it's going to be the Zillas and Chillers. We're going to take a fan vote. We're going to announce it next week on Zeal Talk. Holla at your boys. We out.